visitors. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark it down at the 27. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season. When you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll go with a direct snap. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
And the Seminoles look to keep this drive humming. Running behind that left side. It's away from the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Keeps the legs moving. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State center.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Short pass.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw.
That's crazy.
Finds his tight end. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Running back searching for a hole. advances away from
I
one.
don't know who the fuck is.
Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He makes a grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the right. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Man.
And these little
Well,
touch
the whole
passes,
first
man,
quarter.
they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
Scared.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put it.
Short pass, short pass, short pass.
It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
I'm gonna be fucking playing something else scary.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the option.
Let's go.
Oh,
That's what you get. Trying to fucking play all fucking gay.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Leaves it with the running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And a nice job by the offense, picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some.
You hate to fucking waste the whole entire
halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a gap. It's Smothers. Still running at the 40. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Leaves it with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Fires into the end zone. And
I'll teach you how to tote.
Touchdown, North Carolina State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Right back to the well. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. To the ground to
That's
try to pick up the first. Nowhere to
No,
run
keep
on
away
that
with
one.
Rick on the team.
4 on the carry.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. A fairly
This is what
short
he wanted.
distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work.
Switch on you, keep on.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Good.
Skips away from pressure. Fires downfield.
What are you doing?
He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
And I don't know how...
Yep, the stack up there.
Fourth down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Makes his connection. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds a man on the left.
That is nuts.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big
Fucking
pickup
pick
and
six.
moving the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got his man.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
And the Knowles in the hurry up. He'll take it himself.
Come on.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And those 4th and 3, 4th and 4 situations are really tough. Is it a passing situation? Is it a running situation? I really got to see my keys, go get it. Defense was just a step slow. They give up the 4th down run.
Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knowles!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
This is
the Knowles will kick it off to start the second half.
This is serious.
And he's going to bring it out.
Catch that block.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that...
He's going to let it go. Brings it down on the right side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. The short hands, it smothers.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They take the lead with the 6.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Oh, he's going to go for the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
And the returner will be brought down. He's looking to throw it. He fires one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now on second down after the incompletion. Quarterback will audible. On second down, he'll let it fly. Dances away to buy time. Caught behind the line. It's Smothers. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so...
Intercepted. Taking it the other way.
Right.
And after the interception return, he gets it down to the 32-yard line.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This has been a tight one. Third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Trying to get to him.
Oh!
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it.
Nope.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there. And because the QB got it to his guy early, he was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. 1 step wrap, 2 step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. Saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The give to the tailback. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Now he's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Jones. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. On the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third.
I mean, with whomever, bro. Robin, etc. Project, etc.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Direct snap. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal here in the final period. Snap it to the back. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Delivers the stiff arm. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Little touch pass to the receiver.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. They're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The give to Davis. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Bought a little time, lets it go.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap.
Bro, thank you. Even though that was a hurt. Let's go.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Shakes off the tackle. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
That's crazy.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Touch that fucking there.
Looking to pass. It's Glenn.
Come on, bro.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
How lucky.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, before big coverage, nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll ride Davis here. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Trying to punch it in.
Bro, my line is getting one, but they're not tackling. I don't understand that.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And this
my
is
nigga
intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Touchdown, no! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchdown.
They made me
bring it
feel
out
like
to
pick
the
2
25.
linemen. Not even like on some kick. Nigga, I was going out and I threw it, and the lineman just picked it
There's
off.
plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
Nigga, it just glitched to his hands, nigga.
And he
Nigga, I just
catches
fucking
hold
fumbled.
of the
Oh my.
ball at the end of this big game. And what What a break to get that football back. At this juncture, that would have been catastrophe. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to move it through the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. NC State going up tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's got it. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop with his defense, and they get the ball back.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
First down here for the offense. A designed run for the quarterback. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. It came down to the